Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my 5 likes and dislikes of my 2020 Hyundai Veloster N after about 5 months of ownership. I'll start with the dislikes. I really felt like I was nitpicking here to find things as I genuinely do enjoy the car, but here we go. My 5th dislike is the lack of padding and comfort in key areas. I discussed this briefly in my ownership review, but the padding in the areas you rest your elbows and knees, especially against the center console, are hard and very poorly padded. I found that when I drive the car on track or at autocross, my knee smacks against the center console, so I'd really appreciate some extra padding there. I do understand the car was focused on performance and not comfort, but I can't imagine this would have cost much. That being said, the car is still far from uncomfortable, even on longer trips. My 4th dislike is the aspect ratio of the wheels and tires. The Performance Pack Veloster N, or the standard model going into the 2021 model year, rides on a 235/35 R19 tire with 19 by 8 inch rims. Although they look great and contribute to the car's razor-sharp handling and excellent steering response, it can be a little unnerving driving on such thin tires, especially in the snowy northern Illinois climate where the roads are littered in potholes during the winter months. Coming in at number 3 is the lack of bolstering in the bottom half of the seats. Now, it must be said that I do love these seats and I think they are a great balance of comfort and support. However, during autocross and on track, I've noticed that for my body at least, the leg bolsters aren't deep enough to keep my legs in place, which can be annoying when you are trying to focus on your line, steering, throttle, and braking. I'm happy to report that it does look like this issue has been fixed for the 2021 models. The number 2 spot goes to the poor paint quality that seems to plague the Veloster N, especially in the N Signature Performance Blue color. The paint chips incredibly easily, and there were some unacceptable faults that I came across my literal first day of ownership. This chip you are seeing now just fell off of the body of the car when I touched it, and it looks like the same thing would happen on the other side of the car too. My number 1 dislike is the blind spots in the Veloster N. The blind spots in this car are by far the worst of any other car that I've owned and can make this car somewhat difficult to park or maneuver. It would have been nice if a blind spot monitoring system was an option, and although it is standard on the 2021s, it feels like an oversight on any $30,000 car. This car does have a blind spot mirror in the driver's side, which is nice, but the blind spots still come in as my top dislike for this car thus far in my ownership. Now let's move on to the likes. Number 5 is the split personality of this car. With the simple push of a button, you can transform the N from an economical daily driver to a track-ready machine. I love the electronic dampers and active exhaust, as it really helps this car become a great one-car garage solution. I can drive this car in comfort to the track or autocross venue, adjust the settings for the course, and have a blast, and then drive home. I really love that about this car, and it comes in at number 5. Number 4 is the attention this car gets. I never thought I'd see the day where a Hyundai product gets thumbs up from random people on the road, and I can't even count how many times people have pulled up to me at a stoplight to compliment the car or ask about it, which makes the ownership experience feel more special and rewarding. The best part to me is that people from all brands, even luxury marques, appreciate what Hyundai has accomplished with the Veloster N. Hyundai has engineered a genuinely respectable and impressive car, and it's great to see other people look past the badge and judge the car based on what it is. My 3rd like is the manual handbrake. As simple and trivial as it may seem, I love the simplicity of pulling on an actual handbrake rather than flipping a switch or pushing a button. As real handbrakes are slowly but surely going the way of the dinosaur, I was thrilled to see it implemented on the Veloster N, so it comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2 is the design of the Veloster N inside and out. I love the subtlety of this car. There are just enough design features to tip off that this is the performance variant without going too over the top like some competitors do. And you know what I'm talking about, so I won't even say it. I also like how many of the design features are actually functional, such as the air vents on the front and side, which help direct air to cool the brakes. A few other features I like are the blue seat belts, the triangular brake light, and other subtle features within the car, such as the fuel economy bar being performance blue. My number 1 favorite thing about this car is the driving dynamics and the performance, especially the engine. The power delivery is extremely smooth and consistent, even when hot, and this has to be one of the best sounding 4-cylinder turbos you can buy today. The drivetrain and chassis are what really set this car apart, and in my opinion, makes this one of the best performance bargains on the market today. So I want to know down in the comments, what are your favorite and least favorite things about the Veloster N, and do you think I missed anything? As always, thank you all for watching.